Here is the vocabulary for lesson 10-4 from Signing Naturally. We are going to start with polite. You want a 5-hand shape. It's kind of like fine, only it's a different movement. You're going to brush your thumb up your chest a little bit, repeated. Now, this also means fancy, or formal or something like that. So just for polite, keep it small and context, of course. The next sign is rude. So you want a flat hand shape on your non-dominant hand, palm facing up. You want that 25 birthday, what's up hand shape. And you're going to come straight down the middle of your hand. Rude, rude. Make sure your face matches. The next sign is a sign for snob or snobby or stuck up. So rock on hand shape. And you're going to like lift your nose with it. Okay. Stuck up. Snobby. Sweet. This is the same as the sweet that we use to describe like candy. So it's a flat hand shape and you rub against your chin. Sweet. So it is like taste bud sweet, but it's also a personal descriptor. Oh, that's a sweet person. Mean. One hand shape, touch your nose. Then you are going to end with 2 A hand shapes as you pass by. Like you're hitting kind of your hands here. Mean. Whatever your mean face looks like. Humble or modest. So let's see, you start with a 1 hand shape on your chin. And then your non-dominant hand is out in front of you with your palm down. And you're going to change your 1 hand shape now into a flat hand shape and come underneath and touch. Humble. Humble or modest. That's a modest person, like to describe their personality. Where are we? Oh, yes, arrogant. So you want 2 LX hand shapes. It's like an L and an X combined, right? Put your palms facing each other on either side of your head and then come outwards. Literally, it means big-headed. In English, we call it arrogant. Boasting or boastful or bragging is 2 A hand shapes. And I don't think you can see, but you, let me scoot back a little bit. You alternate hitting your waist with your thumbs. That's bragging. Goody two shoes. I don't really use that phrase anymore, but hopefully you know what it means. So you want a 5 hand shape. No, not really. Yeah, I guess. 5 hand shape. This is weird. 5 hand shape. Put your first 2 fingers together and drop your ring finger. That's the hand shape. And then you pull it back a little bit. Goody two shoes. All right, trouble. Now, when you're using this sign as a descriptor, it means a troublemaker. So you want B hand shapes and you're gonna like, I don't know, repeat the motion in front of your face, I guess. And again, you're gonna want to have the right expression, right? So he's a troublemaker. Mischievous. We have learned this before. I think it was ASL 1. So you want a 3 hand shape, touch your forehead with your thumb, and then bend a little bit your first 2 fingers. This, and I know I mentioned it before, is very important that you have the correct expression on your face. And it can be signed with 2 hands, by the way. This is a sign for devil. So if you just mean mischievous, you're going to want more of a mischievous, playful look on your face. All right, funny. So funny is signed this way, but if you're using it as a character trait, like that person is funny or humorous kind of thing, you're going to want the same hand shape as funny, but then You actually sign it in neutral space. And you kind of point it back at yourself. Humorous. Point your fingers, I should say, back at yourself. Okay. Humorous. Funny. As a character trait. So strict. Bent V hand shape, palm to your side, palm sideways. And you're going to, sometimes in English, you could think of this as hard-nosed because it's on your nose, right? Strict. Strict. Heart, soft, or a soft-hearted person, tender-hearted person. So you're going to touch with that 25 birthday handshake, heart, and then soft. Now, yes, if you're left-handed, you won't actually be touching your heart, but it's the same idea. So soft, just repeat. Okay, so heart, soft, soft-hearted. Okay. The next one is understanding. Now, you know the sign for understand. You know the sign for using understand as a, I forget the part of speech, condition, as a conditional statement, right? Okay, understand, da, 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 da. Here's how it is. You know those. This is similar, but if you're talking about understanding as a personality trait, it's a little bit different. The sign is just adjusted a tiny bit. So you want to do it with two hands. Okay, palms facing you, up near your head, forehead. But what you want to do is you're repeating and you're kind of doing a circular motion. Like this person is understanding because the person understands over and over and over and over. Okay, so understanding as a personality trait. Accept or accepting. A person might be very accepting. So 5 hand shape. Yeah. You're going to want your thumbs, the back of your thumbs on your pecs. So you're going to bring in that sign. And as you do, you're going to close your hands. Okay. So accept, accepting. Worried. Now, worried actually looks a lot like trouble, but you're going to have a different non-manual sign. Remember, non-manual signs are grammatical. They give grammatical information. So trouble, hey, troublemaker, versus worried. I've also seen worried signed this way. Okay, laid back or take it easy. So we know like to chill. It's the same sign, only when used as a personality trait, it's just to be kind of laid back. Flexible. So non-dominant hand, flat hand shape, palm sideways. You're going to just grab the ends of your fingers there, okay? And wiggle back and forth. So flexible, flexible, flexible. That can be something like literal, right? Like this paper is flexible, and it's also a personality trait as well. Open-minded. So you know the sign for open, right? So open-minded is just you're opening your head. Okay, so open-minded. Narrow-minded is narrow-minded. It's not closed-minded, it's just narrow-minded. Narrow-minded. Stubborn. 5 hand shape, fingers closed. Flat hand shape. Okay, flat hand shape. Put your thumb on your temple and just bend it in half. Stubborn. Stubborn. It's also the sign for a donkey, which is, I'm sure, why they are related, because donkeys are stubborn. Stubborn. All right, to bear with something or be patient, you want an A hand shape. The back of your thumb here is going to go straight down your chin. Patient. Bear with. Put up with. I've also seen it repeated. Smart. Get back that 25 what's up birthday handshake. Feeling handshake. And you're going to put your palm toward you, touch your forehead, and then switch your palm orientation. smart, smart. It can also be signed smart. There's still a wrist flip with this sign, but there's no palm change here. So smart or smart with palm orientation change. All right, pea-brained. Again, not something we usually say in English anymore, but it means like tiny-brained. I don't know. I don't have a good English equivalent for this. So you want tiny, okay, G hand shape. You're going to start one direction, like put your finger on above your thumb and then twist it, okay? I'm going to actually do that a little higher so you can maybe see it. So that's pea-brained, or I don't know, whatever. Insult of your choosing. Okay, meaning small brain. If you want to sign good judgment or bad judgment as a personality trait, you will add to the sign judge that we've learned before. Think judge. All right, so that's judgment. That person has good judgment or bad judgment. Brave or courage. So for this one, you want flat, 5 hand shapes. Do they need to touch your shoulders? Probably not. They can, but you don't need to. And then as you kind of lift up and end with an S hand shape, and your wrist, there's a wrist kind of movement here. Your elbows don't move, your shoulders don't move, just your wrists. Your hands move because your wrists do. So this is brave or courage. Misunderstand. So keep in mind the meaning of this word. It doesn't mean don't understand. You already know don't understand. Misunderstand is a little bit different. It's like, oh, I thought you said this. I just misunderstood. Okay, so you want a 2 hand shape. No, it's a K hand shape, sorry. And you start with palm one way and palm the other way. So you end up touching your forehead with each finger separately. Misunderstand. Misunderstand. Can it go the other way? I don't know. Maybe. I do it palm out, then palm in. All right, last 2. Neat or cool. You want an X, closed X hand shape. So X closed. And then with where your thumb and your finger touch, you're going to put that right next to your mouth and turn it. Neat. Cool. The last one is on the go, like constantly doing stuff. So that is, remember the sign for doing or what are you doing? It's like that, but you're just moving it around. Now that also means errands, like running errands, but in context as a personality trait, it just means like always on the go, always doing stuff. All right, that is lesson 10 for vocabulary.